All right, everyone, and welcome back into the cave. If you did not catch last week's episode, yes, there was actually an episode last week, and we were live. Yeah, it was live. It was Thursday. It was not Monday, but we got through the month of September. So if you need to backtrack and catch up on the month of September in 2002, then definitely. If you get a chance to do that, go ahead and do that. But we've got some exciting news here with these Montreal Expos. We have made the playoffs. Yes, we made the playoffs, and in exciting fashion, too. Pulling out 99 victories on the season. I got so caught up in the race for 100 last week that we didn't actually get to see our team win their division and celebrate winning their division. But here we are. Here we are. And let's go ahead and take a look at the current bracket to see how it all broke out last week. So basically, 4 National League East teams and 4 American League East teams made the playoffs. That's kind of unheard of here in the game, but it's basically what happened. We take a look over on the right side in blue. That's our National League playoff series. Atlanta and the Mets, they met in the wild card series, and the Mets took down the Atlanta Braves in 3 games, 2-1. You can catch highlights of the end of that game or the end of that series on the end of last week's episode. Pittsburgh took down the pesky Florida Marlins, and they will be heading to San Francisco to take on the San Francisco Giants, who are the 2nd seed in the National League, having a great season coming out of that weak National League West. Over on the other side of the bracket in the American League, Toronto took down the Baltimore Orioles 2-0 in the wild card. Tampa Bay took down Seattle 2-0. And that Wild West was kind of crazy. And unfortunately, they couldn't pull it together. Seattle, who made it to the playoff, I think the World Series. No, they made it to the playoffs in year number 1 against the Yankees, but they have been weak. They have been weak ever since season number 1. So not to say weak, but they haven't played great. Finally making a playoff run this year. So let's go ahead and see what we have in a division series matchups, and this is the exciting stuff. Okay, so Toronto's going to take on Boston. Boston was completely dominant in their division, completely dominant in Major League Baseball in the season. When you see their lineup, it's going to be crazy. We're going to jump in there and take a look at most of these games if we can. So Kansas City is taking on Tampa Bay. That should be exciting. I'm picking Kansas City there. We've got San Francisco and Pittsburgh, as I mentioned earlier, and of course our Montreal Expos, who made it out of the first round by getting a bye, winning 99 total games. They will be taking on the New York Mets right here on tonight's show. We're going to get a chance to see if we can't get a playoff series win. That would be huge because we haven't had a playoff series win yet here on the show. So, alrighty. With all that being said, of course, this is Montreal Monday. If you missed us last week, I actually did a show on Thursday just to get in there and make sure that I got something out there. It is up on my channel, so go ahead and you can always jump back and take a look at that, see how the end of the season played out. Now that we're at the end of the season, let's go ahead and take a look at our roster heading into the playoffs. Okay, so couple of things that happened last week. We lost Robert Ekstrom at the end of the season. We lost Manram at the end of the season, but Manram was able to come back later on in the year. However, we did not get Robert Ekstrom back. So Robert Ekstrom will not be back. And Eddie Sprague has been filling in, and he's been doing okay, but he has not, he's no Robert Ekstrom. He's no Robert Ekstrom. So, okay, here's our pitching staff heading into the playoffs. We've got Andy Pettit, all right? And let's see if we can't see their regular season stats. That would be nice, wouldn't it? Yeah, that would be nice. So, on the season, Andy Pettit, he won 15 games, lost 8, had 213 innings pitched, 193 hits, 71 runs given up, 69 of those earned, and he had a 2.92 ERA. So Andy Pettit continues to pitch well for the club. Javi Vasquez, he went 13-9, had a 3.44 ERA. Sidney Ponson, who we got in free agency, 10-9, 4.2 ERA. Tim Wakefield really came on towards the end of the season. 12 wins, 8 losses, 137 Ks, but the ERA's up there. I don't know that Tim Wakefield will be with us next year. Might make a move with him, even though we've got him for 3. Maybe we'll use him out of the bullpen, if anything. And, of course, Trey Moore. Trey Moore, who went 16-4 on the season. Trey Moore, the original Expo, finally making his way past the first series. Making it past the first series in the playoffs. Congratulations to him. He's been here since day one, and you can see his overall going upward, which is huge. He's 29 years old, and he goes into arbitration. So we'll have to try and fight to keep Trey Moore here on the club. Relief pitching, Alan Embry, Steve Reed, John Wasden, Russ Springer. Over here, our closer, of course, is Trevor Hoffman, who's probably on his way out. He is in the final year of his contract here with the Expos. Now, he went 3-4. He did have 48 saves. So that is his, imagine that. That's his career high. 48 saves. So I'm going to have to be talked into re-signing Trevor Hoffman at 34 years of age. Maybe we give him a year, 2 years. I'm not really sure what we're going to do with him because we have this young kid down here in AAA. So who knows? He's a 74 and growing. Trevor is a 78 and declining. So it's like, okay, how are we gonna do that? What are we gonna do with Trevor? Any thoughts on that? I mean, do we move on from Trevor as our closer? Maybe do we keep him in the bullpen? Is he a setup guy? I don't know. Where are we going to go with that in the next season? I think we try to get through the playoffs first, then we can discuss that. Catchers, Jason Varitek and Paul LaDuca, JT Snow, and Ike Diggs. Ike Diggs had a good season coming off the bench. He had 232 at-bats. He hit 267. He had 8 dingers and 38 ribbies. So only 83 games played. So he put up some numbers for us. He could be the future at first base, even though he's 30 years of age. And we have this young guy, Ryan Zarco, who it doesn't show us his AAA stats, but he's continuing to grow as well. Then we have second base. That's Kilvio Veras. Robert Ekstrom, who is currently out. So the playoffs, we're going to see Ed Sprague. We're going to see David Bell. We're going to see DeAndre Wolf. These 3 guys are going to try to hold it down at third base. Probably going to be the kind of thing where who's playing better? Who's playing better? And that's going to be kind of what decides it, I think. Shortstop, of course, Derek Jeter. Nothing else to say about Derek. Let's see how he finished off the season. Derek had 592 at-bats. He played 160 games. So that is almost a career high. He played 161. way back. Of course, 592 at bats. He hit just 30 home runs. Oh, the numbers were down. He hit 30 home runs. He did have 103 RBI, sorry, not 130, and he hit just a hair under 300 with a 299. So Manny Ramirez will play left field. We've got Kareem Hawkins coming up as well. Manny has another couple of years with us. Ken Griffey Jr., whose numbers really declined this year. We'll take a look at those. Ken Griffey Jr., you see last couple of years he hit 25 home runs, 28 home runs, 23 home runs. The RBIs were in the 90s, dropped to the 80s last year. This year, just not good. 235 average, 17 dingers, 65 ribbies. We're going to need somebody that's going to be able to get something done. You can see a lot of his attributes are starting to decline. His contact, his power. So his contract, he's got 2 years left. He could be traded probably in the offseason. Vlad Guerrero and Trot Nixon are our right fielders. Vlad Guerrero, of course, I say this every episode, Vlad Guerrero will not play for another team as long as we are managing this club. So Vlad Guerrero, he is playing right field. He had an all-star season. Really did. A 27-year-old, 32 home runs, 126 RBIs. I think a lot of that is the addition of Derek Jeter and him getting the job done at the leadoff spot with Vladdy batting second and then putting Manram in the third position. So if you've got runners on base, he's got people to drive in, where he did not have that in our first couple of years. So you see his RBI numbers just growing, 75, 78, 98, 101, 126. 126 this year. And he hit 313 and was leading the league in batting for quite a large part of the season. So, all right. Now that we've seen the roster, we know what we're up against here in the playoffs. It's going to be an exciting one. We're going to go through and kind of slow sim or manage a couple of these games. I'm really excited about getting to see the Mets and the Expos. That's going to be huge. And we'll jump into the other one. So while we've got it up on the board, I got maybe one or two people checking me out right now. Welcome on in. Be sure to comment, put your name up on the board. Let me know you're here. Our topic of the night, we're going to go back to what our topic was last week. So I actually have a little Post-it note right here on my desk. So our topic of the week last week was what ifs in sports. Okay, so what ifs in sports. So as we're rolling through tonight's episode, and we are checking out our Montreal Expos taking on the Mets. We see the San Francisco Giants and the Pittsburgh Pirates, Kansas City and Tampa Bay, Boston and Toronto. We're going to go ahead and talk about what ifs in sports. AGM and JGM, welcome back. Welcome back. Yeah, it's been a couple of weeks, but I'm excited to be back here. As I mentioned earlier in the show, I was here last week. Did a Thursday night episode. You can catch that, of course. That kind of catches you up to the playoffs, because we made it to the playoffs, and it was an exciting run, 99 wins, and the New York Mets were crazy. Okay, if you look at the beginning of last week's episode, the New York Mets were in a tank, and they ended up sneaking in and then upsetting the crazy Braves, man. The Atlanta Braves have been out of the first round every year that we've done this, and the Mets finally took them down. So there's definitely changes in our world, right? The Yankees are not on the board. Did anyone notice that? The Yankees are not on the board. So, and Cincinnati, both the Yankees and Cincinnati are out. And the Yankees finished dead last in their division. That shit was crazy. Crazy. Yeah, so that's a cool what if, right? That's a cool what if while we're sitting here on the World Series screen. I like to think about the what if the 1994 strike never happened? What if the 1994 Major League Baseball strike never occurred. Right? I mean, there was so much. I made a little short, reel about that a while back, but it's like, what if the strike didn't happen? And there were so many things going on that year that would have been so exciting to see happen. The Montreal Expos had put together a powerhouse team. They had Larry Walker. They had Andres Galarraga. They had Moise Alou. I think Felipe Alou was the coach or the manager. So they were crazy good. That was Pedro Martinez as well. They were crazy good. Then you had the Yankees in the American League, and yeah, I'm a Yankee fan, but they were great. That was a good team. I don't think it was a team that was necessarily going to win the World Series, and it pains me to say that, but they were good. They were definitely a good team. And I mean, they weren't the teams of the later Yankees, but they were good. That was like Jimmy Key, Don Mattingly. That would have been a great chance for Donnie Baseball to play in the World Series. Unfortunately, it didn't happen because the players and the manager and the owners just couldn't come to an agreement. And on August 12th, 1994, they went on strike. And I was actually supposed to go to a game that day. It was very sad. I was supposed to take my cousin. My dad and I was only a kid, about 15, but I know we were supposed to go to a game. We were going to take my cousin to the game, and they went on strike. So, and I didn't really pick up on baseball again for a while after that. But you know what? It is what it is. I guess it is what it is. I hope they don't do it again. I know there's been all this talk about it possibly happening again, and I don't want it to happen again because I don't know if I would go back. But so that's one of the what ifs. One of the ones I mentioned last week, and we're talking about what ifs in sports, period. So it could be anything. It doesn't have to be baseball. But the other what if that I mentioned last week was what if Wayne Gretzky was never traded from the Edmonton Oilers to the Kings. How dominant and great would those Edmonton Oilers teams have been after that? And then of course, the other one that kind of is out there is always the Michael Jordan draft. What if Michael had gone first and not Sam Bowie Hakeem Olajuwon, right? I think Hakeem Olajuwon was actually drafted ahead of Michael, but what if Michael had gone first? So that's actually a really cool little simulation you can do on NBA 2K, and I've done that, and he always ends up going to Houston, and then Houston is off the hook. But okay, so feel free to throw yours up there. There's other ones. You know what? You're pretty sure it was Bowie? Well, let's take a look. I think it was Hakeem, but let's go ahead and take a look. 1984 draft. Oh, my keyboard was not working for me there. 1984 NBA draft. The first overall selection by the Houston Rockets was Hakeem Olajuwon. The second overall pick was Sam Bowie by the Portland Trail Blazers. And then Michael Jordan went third with Charles Barkley going fifth. That's some crazy shit. So yes, Hakeem Olajuwon was the first overall pick. So a lot of people will be like, oh my God, I can't believe that Portland didn't take Jordan. Well, why didn't Houston take Jordan? They had Ralph Sampson, right? They could have taken Jordan, but they went for Hakeem, and it ended up working out for them. They got 2 championships out of the deal. So, okay. That's a good one. We can go on. I can go on about that all night, but I have got my AGM and my JGM in the house, which means they're going to probably get me to say a bunch of shit that I normally wouldn't say when I'm alone in here. So, okay. Okay, so game number one. We are taking on the New York Mets, and we welcome them to Montreal. In this one, Al Leiter will be taking on Andy Pettitte. Al Leiter, of course, I believe he was a Met for real. I mean, I don't think this is one of those weird, simulation things, but all right. So I've got 3 in the house, so go ahead and let me know you're here. Again, topic of the night is what ifs in sports. There's so many of them out there. What did I think of the World Cup final and the fights afterward? I didn't see anything about fights. I heard about it when I got home from work today, but I didn't see anything. I didn't see anything yesterday. I mean, I watched the World Cup final, and I was actually bored. I was bored. Let's just put it that way. I was freaking bored. It was kind of boring, ladies and gentlemen. Argentina, I felt, got completely worked. And look, I don't know the first shit about. I don't know much about. I don't know much about soccer. I really don't. But it really looked like Argentina was getting just outplayed the whole game. I mean, you have no shots. Could you imagine? Could you imagine sitting there and you're watching a hockey game? I would be so upset with my Islanders if they played 2.5 periods of hockey and I didn't see one shot on goal. That would be crazy. But I know it's a different game, and I get it. But they just didn't seem aggressive. And Spain just, I think, outplayed them. Just outplayed them. Okay. So we're going to jump into this one. This is game number 1 of the playoffs. Game number 1 of the playoffs. Are we going to player lock? No, we're not going to player lock. We're going to quick manage. I could play as one of the players. It's actually pretty cool when you do it, but we're not going to do that. And, yes. Yeah, it's got a load Olympic Stadium. Okay, Andy Pettitte on the hill, and here's our starting lineup. This is your Montreal Expos starting lineup for playoff game 1. All-star second baseman, Kilvio Veras. All-star shortstop, Derek Jeter. All-star right fielder, Vladimir Guerrero. Manny Ramirez will play left field. Jason Varitek is at catcher. Ken Griffey Jr. will play center field and bat 6. Oh, he's dropped so far down the lineup. Ike Diggs will play first base as we are up against a left-handed pitcher. So Ike Diggs will play first base and he bats right-handed. Ed Sprague will play third base, and Andy Pettitte will be your starting pitcher in this one. The nice thing is we've got some pop off the bench, right? We do have JT Snow. We've got Paul LaDuca. We've got this DeAndre Wolf kid who didn't have an awful season, not the greatest, but and then if we need some speed, we've got Howie Baroa. So we're gonna have to really pay attention to what the hell we're doing. We are gonna have to pay attention to what the hell we're doing. So help me out if you're watching. If you're sitting there watching, you can help me out as we go. Okay.
Let's play ball.
Let's get this show on the road. So Elliot Knowles going to lead off for the New York Mets. Andy Pettitte gives up a solo jack. Holy shit. And just like that, the New York Mets have jumped out to a 1-0 lead. Okay, Herb Neely strikes out. Nate Cutler is going to strike out. And Valentin. What if Drew Bledsoe never got hurt with the Patriots? Dude, that's a good one. I like that one. What if Drew Bledsoe never got hurt? Yeah. What if Alex Smith never got hurt? I think he was with the Redskins. I'm sorry. Tone it down there, fanatic. He was with the Commanders at the time, right? I don't know if that would have changed anything. But what if Drew Bledsoe never got hurt with the Patriots? Well, there would be no Tom Brady. Create the scenario, right? Drew Bledsoe is your starting quarterback. Everyone's wearing his jersey in New England because that's when I was in high school. They loved Drew Bledsoe. He doesn't get hurt. Do the Patriots win Super Bowls? I don't know. He did take them to a Super Bowl, right? He played against the Packers in that Super Bowl that they lost. But I don't know if they'd be that great. But I don't think there's a Tom Brady, right? I don't think that's happening. Maybe Tom Brady ends up somewhere else, and maybe he's one of those many Cleveland Browns quarterbacks. I don't know. Okay, so we've got a chance to bat here. Bottom of the first, game 1 of the playoffs. Al Leiter on the hill. Kilvio's going to lead off, and he doubles. Bada bing, bada boom. Do we bunt with Derek Jeter to start it off? No, let's let him swing the bat. So Derek flies out. That's some straight up BS for Derek. Okay. Vladdy Guerrero now at the plate, and he strikes out. Are we going to waste a first inning chance to get something done? There's a ground out for Manny Ramirez. So, yes, we waste that first inning base runner. There's a fly out for Black. Floyd pops up. Brooke Fordyce is going to ground out. Now, Jason Varitek to lead off inning number 2, and he singles. So, another inning and another quick start for this club, right? Another quick start for this club. And here we go. Ken Griffey Jr. strikes out. Ike Diggs gets hit by a pitch. Eddie Sprague grounds out. So we got second and third. Jason Varitek on third. Ike Diggs on second. Andy Pettit coming to the plate with a chance to help himself, and he grounds out. Okay, so we're through 2 innings. We're down 1-0 in the playoffs here. John Valentin grounds out. Al Leiter singles. Freaking Al Leiter gets a single. We need Andy Pettit to do the same shit, right? Okay. Noel's going to fly out after hitting the opening home run. Neely grounds out. Okay, Kilvio Veras to lead off. Bottom 3 for the Spos. He grounds out. Jeter flies out. Guerrero singles, and Manram grounds out. So we're getting our base runner and doing nothing with it. Doing nothing with it. Nate Cutler doubles. Jose Valentin. We caught him stealing. Oh, yeah, baby. Good job. The arm on Jason Varitek. Valentin strikes out. Black pops up. Okay, Jason Varitek now to lead off. If you're in the room, let me know you're here. I know 2 of my viewers. There's 4 people watching right now. So put a comment up on the board. Let me know you're here. All right, Jason Varitek strikes out. Ken Griffey Jr. pops out. Ike Diggs is going to ground out. So if you're just rolling into this tonight, okay, I'm going to give you a 30-second little piece. I didn't do this to start the episode. We are the Montreal Expos. Okay, we started out with the 1998 roster. We built it all the way up. We're into 2002. We are now in the National League Division Series for the first time. It's not the first time we made the playoffs. It's just the first time that we've made the National League Division Series. The other 2 appearances in the playoffs, we got worked by the Florida Marlins, but thank God they are not playing this year. Cliff Floyd now flies out. Fordyce walks. Valentin singles. Al Leiter with a chance to do something, and he bunts him over, so there's 2 outs. Can we get Noel? No, he singles and drives in 2. So we're down 3. We're down 3. And there's another single.
3.
And there's a... Okay, that just came up. So because we're in the baseball playoffs, I love this. This is a good one. So, Miss No Fear, or the junior GM, I'm sorry. Looks like the junior GM is asking me, what if Mark Langston's pitch was a strike? It wouldn't have changed anything, dude. I don't know if you're a Padres fan. I'm not really sure. I don't think I asked you that last time, but that wouldn't have changed anything. That would not have changed anything. Look, are you going to get me started on that? Then let's do it. I'm all in. Okay, let's go to. I'm just gonna look that up before I start ranting and raving. So, the 1998 World Series, and Padres fans like to think that there was one pitch that changed the whole culture of the entire World Series, no. You know what? Get over that. Seriously, that was almost 30 years ago. Okay? Get over it. Even if they called that pitch a strike, the Yankees were still going to kick the crap out of the Padres. It was going to happen. Okay? Remember what happened in 1998, right? The New York Yankees, what was their record? What was their record in 1998? Yeah, go ahead and tell me what their record was. And then tell me what the Padres' record was in 1998. Yeah, I'd love to hear that, right? The 1998 New York Yankees. Let's go. Let's go. Let's see. Their record was 114-48. Okay. They finished first in the major leagues. You weren't touching them. Okay. Let's look at the 1998 San Diego Padres. I'll look that one up too, just to give you a walkthrough of the, powerful San Diego Padres roster that year as well. So, San Diego Padres, let's see, standings will go, I don't know why it won't give me what I'm looking for here. I'm looking for a specific year, but it doesn't want to give it to me. Oh, see, you got me off on a tangent. I thought you like to do that, though. The American League was soft that year. We needed ABS back then. Oh my God, dude. It wouldn't have been a sweep? Dude. You know what? Just so you know, we are through 4.5 innings. Our Expos are down 3-0 to the Mets here in game number 1. But we gotta really work on this whole 1998 Major League standings and records thing here, because honestly, I can't even see the National League. They don't even show. Okay, there we go. The Padres finished 98-64. Okay, it was a good season. The Astros went 102-60. The Braves won 106 games, and the Padres they kind of snuck their way in there, right? They kind of snuck their way in there. The New York Yankees won 114 games. 114 games, right? And there was one pitch. Wouldn't have changed anything. Okay, so maybe the Padres win game 1, the Yankees win the next 4. Didn't really matter. The pitching was better. The lineup was better. That's it. That's all I got to say. I could say way more, but that's all I'm going to say about that. Yeah, see, 98-64. I looked it up. And the American League was not soft that year. The American League was not soft in 1998. Guaranteed. Let's see. The Rookie of the Year in the American League. Well, Cy Young Award winner was Roger Clemens with Toronto. Juan Gonzalez was the most valuable player, right? Gold Gloves, Rafael Palmeiro, Roberto Alomar, Robin Ventura. That's the American League. Soft. Whatever, dude. Okay, getting back to it. I got 4 in the house. We're talking about the freaking Padres. And 4-1 series is better than 4-0. Whatever, dude. Personally, if you want to put it that way, all that matters to us is that we got a ring. Another one, right? Doesn't matter. And it doesn't really matter. A 1 win, okay, I'll give it to you. Fine. You want me to give it? I'll give it 30 years later, I'll say, there you go. You got your win. Okay. Al Leiter up against Eddie Sprague. Eddie Sprague hits a solo jack, and it's Ed Sprague making it 3-1. Beauty. We waited forever. Ed Sprague was like sitting in the box like, dude, am I going to swing the bat? All right, Andy Pettitte, he strikes out. Kilvio Veras is going to single. Derek flies out. Vladdy singles, moves Kilvio to third. And there's a 3-run jack from Man Ram, and it is 4-3. Montreal Expos. Let's take down those Mets. All right, Jason Varitek hits a home run. We get a 3-run from Man Ram. We get a solo jack from Varitek. Eddie Sprague hits a solo jack to lead us off. It's 5-3. It's a 5-run inning. And there's a ground out. Okay, Andy Pettitte going back on the hill.
First base.
He hits the first batter he faces.
You're out.
He gets, and then he gets Valentin stealing. Black's going to fly out. Floyd will ground out. So we're through 5.5. It's 5-3 Spos.
Now pitching for the
Joe West is coming in now. Ike Diggs flies out. Sprague grounds out. Andy Pettit, he's going to get another at bat, and he grounds out. So Andy Pettit, what's great about Andy Pettit here on this game, his stamina is off the charts. He's off the freaking charts. Fordyce flies out. Valentine grounds out. Is it just me, or do they have two Valentines? Do they have like John and Jose? How they have two Valentines on this Mets club? That's some crazy shit. They have two. All right, Joe West. All right, there's Mike Kincaid coming in to pinch hit, and he grounds out. So Kilvio now is going to lead shit off for us here in the seventh. And see that? Y'all got me all bumped up, man. You start talking about the Padres and shit. I did see that Ryan Fox won the Open. Congratulations to a journeyman, 39 years old. It just goes to show you that us old guys we can play a little golf. Well, when we're not working all day, and I'm just kidding. Whoever's listening, no. I should probably practice more, but I mean it is what it is. But congratulations to Ryan Fox. It was great. I was kind of pulling for Burns. I thought maybe he could do it, but just didn't have it yesterday. Just didn't have it. So Ryan Fox is your Open champion. Open champion. Kilvio Veras now at the plate. He singles. Derek Jeter, fielder's choice. Vlad Guerrero, singles. And we got Vladdy and Derek on first and second. Man Ram hits another jack, baby. That's 2 3-run homers in the game. He has 6 RBIs. 6 RBIs. Okay. So I just saw that comment come up from the junior GM. So, yes. You know what's really funny about about seeing Ryan Fox on TV yesterday and watching watching that whole Open yesterday morning. Well, most of it. I wasn't up at 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning, but watching most of it and watching him win. Yeah, I actually kind of got 2 or 3 text messages saying that yes, it does from certain angles. He looks kind of like me. I think it's just because I'm not going to say why, but I'm going to call it the golf swing and the putting stroke. There you go. That's what it is. But no. And I think because he's 39 and I am the age that I am, it would be more like he looks like me, right? He looks like me, not the other way around, but semantics. All right. Jason Varitek now at the plate. Manram just hit his second 3-run home run of the game. And Varitek walks. Griffey Jr. strikes out and continues to disappoint the folks here in Montreal. Diggs is going to ground out. All right, baby. So Andy Pettit gets Knoll, gets Neely, gets Cutler. So we got Andy Pettit possibly trying to throw a complete game here in the playoffs. Yes, playoffs. Oh, his swing. I thought it said his foot in his wing too. His swing. His foot. What does that mean? His foot. I don't know what that means. Anyway. Okay, Eddie Sprague coming to the plate. And he walks. Ed Sprague has been he's been the hope here for us, right? Okay, Andy strikes out. Veras walks, so we got first and second. Derek Jeter, Vlad Guerrero, what? Okay, Jose Valentin. Yes, they do have 2 Valentines. They have John and they have Jose. Oh, how I set up with my feet. Is that what you're saying? Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, I did notice that. I did notice that. Hold on a second. I got to check this out. I got to see what you mean here. I got to say, well, I'm going to pull this up. Now, if I was doing it on my regular broadcast, I'd be able to pull it up so everyone could see it. But let's go ahead and take a look. I want to see what he looks like here. Ryan. What my stupid keyboard is not. Syrup. No, setup, dummy. Okay, let's see here. Ryan Fox setup. So we're talking about his feet, right? You're talking about his feet. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you know what? Actually, the more you talk about it, that does. I mean, you probably put mine up against his. It looks very similar. As I said, there's a couple things that look pretty similar, but anyway, get back to the game here. Top of the ninth, Andy Pettitte going for the complete game. Okay, I'm gonna leave this one out there. We got a 9-3 lead, 9-3 lead in the playoffs. So, do we leave Andy Pettitte in? Put a 1 on the board to leave him in. Put a 2 on the board to take him out. I got 4 viewers, right? Right now. I should see 4 numbers. Either it's a 1 or a 2. 1, we leave him in. 2, we take him out. See if you can get that complete game playoff victory. Okay, so it looks like my at-home management crew, my bench coaches, AGM, JGM, have spoken. So we're going to go ahead and leave him in. We're going to give him a shot here to close this one out. Andy Pettitte against Jose Valentin. He strikes him out. Ryan Black, he grounds out. Let's go ahead into the game, and we'll check out Andy Pettitte's last batter of the game and see if he can get out of this mess. Or get out of the mess. He's not even in a mess. See if he can win this thing and pitch a complete game playoff.
Welcome if you just joined
I don't want to play it.
us, John Shambi and Chris Singleton, as we've got.
Okay, so Andy Pettitte is on the hill. He's going for the complete game in Game 1 against the New York Mets.
That's a good pitch there.
Good pitch to Cliff Floyd. So we got Reed and Wasden in the pen, but we're gonna let Andy Pettitte stay in. Okay. The fans have spoken. The 2 of you that are in the stadium, you have spoken. You said leave him in, so we're gonna leave him in. And that's a bad pitch. I forget about the quick counts, though. I do quick counts. Pettitte. Oh, and he ends it. Complete game victory for the Expos. And we get the win. Beautiful. Look at the stadium is packed. This is we couldn't even fill these seats. We couldn't fill, 2,000 seats. But we got them. We took down the Mets in Game 1.
9-3 your final here in this one for Chris.
So I got to say, that's got to be, Manny Ramirez, player of the game. 2 for 4, 2 dingers, 6 ribbies. Andy Pettitte goes 9 strong, giving up just 6 hits. He struck out 7, gave up 3 earned runs, most of them early, right? Most of them early. So good job by the Expos. We get our first win of the playoffs. I don't think that's our first playoff win, but it's our first win of this playoffs. I know we got swept by the Marlins the first year, and then we went 3 games with them the second time we were in the playoffs. So congratulations to the team on getting a freaking playoff win. Okay, game number 2. Let's go ahead and we'll take a look at the rest of today's games. So the Pirates lost to the Giants, and we'll take a look at that box score. So for the Pirates, not much happening, just 2 hits. Mark Rizai and Jay Bell The San Francisco Giants were led by, wow, look at those numbers. Kenny Lofton went 2 for 4. Erstad went 2 for 4. Randa and Husky both 3 for 4. Husky drove in 3. No, I don't see any Barry Bonds. Yeah, that's kind of weird. Okay, so here we go. It is October 7th. It is, looks like day 2 of the playoffs. Let's go back to the big board. So Montreal took game 1. San Francisco took game 1. And it is time to see some American League. Now why don't we just simulate them? We can actually see what happens, right? In these other games. So that way we know what we're up against when we get to the next round. Because we're going to get to the next round. It's going to happen. Okay, so the Blue Jays against the Red Sox. Chris Carpenter against Pedro Martinez. That's a good pitching matchup. And boom. No, we don't want to simulate the other games. Oh, that's right. It does it by time. That's some crazy shit. I think we're gonna gamble. We're gonna gamble. Okay, so the Red Sox take down the Blue Jays 13-4. Now it's our game. We have to do this one first because it's in order by time. It's that smart. It's that smart. Okay, let's go ahead and we'll quick manage it. Oh, Mike, what are you doing? Sorry, I'm very sorry. I'm tired. It's been a long day. It's been a long, long day. Okay, we're going to quick manage. And game 2, let's see who's on the hill. Should be Javi Vasquez in game number 2. Perfect. Javi.
Play ball.
All right, Herb Neely to lead off. Javi on the hill. He gets Neely. Floyd's going to single. Try to pick him off. Cutler singles, moves Floyd over to third, and the Mets are barking early. Valentin singles bases juice for Darren Fletcher. He hits into a fielder's choice, so we got a chance to get out of this. And Adrian Beltre is coming to the plate, and he strikes out. Excellent job by Javi. Okay, Kilvio's going to lead off for us. He grounds out. Derek flies out. Derek is like 0 for 5 in the playoffs so far. Vladdy singles, so we got to run around first. JT grounds out. Ryan Black to the plate. He strikes out. John Valentin. So crazy ass shit. The Mets have both Valentins on this club. He grounds out. Randall Welch is going to strike out. Ken Griffey Jr. doubles to lead off the inning. Veritek bunts him over. Great job by Veritek. Manram singles him in. Manram is the freaking MVP of this playoffs. I don't give a shit. He has 7 RBIs in 2 games. 2 games. And he's batting 7th in the lineup in this one. What the hell was I thinking? Eddie Sprague, fielder's choice. Javi Vasquez singles. Kilvio with the fielder's choice. Okay, so we're through 2. We're up 1-0 on the Manram RBI single. Neely grounds out. Floyd grounds out. Cutler is going to strike out. So we're in the bottom of the 3rd. Jeter doubles to lead off. Beautiful job. Guerrero grounds out. JT's going to walk. So we got first and second now with JT on first and Derek on second. Griffey strikes out. Veritek into a fielder's choice. So we get nothing out of that threat. Valentin's going to walk. There's a double play from Fletcher. Beltre with the ground out. Beautiful, beautiful. And it is now, it's 1-0. Bottom of the 4th. Manram grounds out. Sprague grounds out. Vasquez grounds out. So we got a little bit of a pitching duel going on here. A little bit of a pitching duel. If you're in the house, go ahead and put a comment up on the board as we roll through game 2 of The National League Division Series, Mets Expos.
Ball four.
We've
Take the
got
base.
Black is going to walk. Valentin singles. So first and second, Welch with a chance to do something. So he bunts him over. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do something right here. We're going to go ahead and we're going
Take
to
your base, ball
walk
four.
Neely, and we're going for the double play. And what we're going to do is we're going to actually pitch to
Ball
contact,
four. Take your base.
and we end up walking the frickin' runner. So he just walks in a run. Base is still loaded. 1 out. Cutler fielder's choice. Valentin strikes out. So we get out of that. We get out of that bases loaded mess, giving up just 1 run to the New York Mets. Veras singles to lead off.
He's safe.
He then steals second. We use Jeter to bunt him over. Yeah, we're small balling this shit. We want to win. I want to win a damn playoff series. Vladdy doubles him in. Great job. 2-1. Expos, bottom of the 5th. JT grounds out. Griffey singles, first and second now. Veritek grounds out. So we managed to get 1. We give up 1, get 1 back. Javi's still in the game. He'll face Fletcher, gets a ground out. And we're going to go ahead and, we'll go ahead and leave him in. Now we'll take him out. Let's go to the bullpen. We're going to bring in Eric Gagne. So Eric Gagne's coming in. He's been pretty good in mid-relief. So Eric Gagne is going to come in, pitching to Ryan Black. He pops out. Valentin. Somebody got caught stealing. I don't really realize who it was. I don't know who it was. Shit. It might have been, I don't know who it was. Whatever. All right, Manram goes for a double. Oh, Manram with the hot bat. So Manny Ramirez got hurt right at the end of the regular season, and I thought it was going to put a damper on shit, but it's like he took a little vacation. He's back, and he's playing really good. Eddie Sprague hits a 2-run jack. Oh, my God. Ed Sprague, the freaking backup. What the shit? Eric Gagne grounds out. Why we left him in a pinch hit? I don't know why I did that. Okay, Kilvio singles. Derek hits a 2-run homer. Oh, the bats have come alive. Ladies and gentlemen, I've been doing this for 32 episodes? 32 episodes. I don't think the team has been this alive since we've been doing this. This active with the bats. Guerrero now walks. JT doubles. Griffey Jr. singles. Jason Veritek double play. Son of a biscuit. Jason Veritek just deflated me right there. John Valentin now to lead off for the Mets, and he singles. All right, let's go ahead and take... Oh, wait a minute. No, we'll leave Gagne in, right? He pitches to... They left Kenny Rogers in to face Eric Gagne. Herb Neely's going to walk. Floyd hits a 3-run jack, and oh, shit, the Mets are coming back. Nate Cutler strikes out. Valentin strikes out. So Gagne gives up 3. We're going to take him out in the next inning. Manram now walks. Sprague, fielder's choice. Gagne's going to come out. Yep, he's going to come out. I don't know. Do you want me to finish the playoffs in this episode? I mean, that's a long time. That's going to take me a long time. Unless we simulate some of the games and then maybe jump into a game, we can do that. I'd love to do that. I can just kind of simulate through the innings, and if we got a good one, then I'll jump in. You tell me what you want me to do. I'd love to go through all the way through and finish it up. I would love to do that. Cool. Let's see. It is 8 o'clock right now, and if I don't fall asleep in this chair, which I don't think I'm gonna, but we could definitely quick sim through some of this and see how our team makes out, right? So 7-4, and if they start to get shitty, then we'll make it quicker. Yeah, we'll make it quicker. Okay, so Eric Gagne, he is coming out, and we're gonna pinch hit for him. We're gonna go with Howie Baroa. He singles, beautiful. Kilvio Veras hits a 3-run homer, and it's 10-4. And we are working the damn Mets in this one. Kenny Rogers, the roaster, the gambler, is getting absolutely kicked in this game. Kicked. Derek Jeter, singles. Vladdy Guerrero, double play. Okay, so we are through 7. We're up 10-4. The Mets do get 2 in the 8th. They get 2 in the 8th. And we get, Howie Burrow's out on the frickin' mound. He's got to come out. We're going to go to the ninth. We'll bring in Russ Springer. The Mets here in the ninth, and they get nothing. So, see, we fast forward a little bit, and boom, we beat the Mets 10-5. We now have a 2-game lead. Okay, so we're up 2-0. I forget that the division series is only 5. It's only 5 games. I keep thinking it's 7 games. But it is only 5 games. Okay, so once again, topic of the night. We're 2 games into the National League Division Series. Okay? Well, you know what? I mean, that's the gamble, dude. I agree with you. If we quick sim, like we do in hockey, it may not go well. When I manage, yeah. So I think what we do, we'll quick sim. All right? And if we fall behind in the series, then we'll jump in. We can quick sim through it, and we manage when we get into some trouble. See if we can't dig the team out of it. That sounds like a plan. If that sounds good to you, then it sounds good to me. Okay? Once again, if you're just coming in, you're just joining the show, you're one of my couple of viewers. Topic of the night was what ifs in sports. The other major what if, and I'm gonna say this right now. The other major what if. Okay? And no one said this yet. I got a very young viewer. I know that. I got an older viewer as well. But how about Babe Ruth? What if Babe Ruth never got sent to the Yankees? What if Babe Ruth never got sent to the... Here's another one. I got another one. Oh, I got another one. And this is baseball and football. What if Bo Jackson never gets hurt? Oh, could you imagine if Bo Jackson never got hurt? Holy shnikes. And, young man, to my JGM, if you don't, I'm sure you know who Bo Jackson is, because I'm sure that the AGM has mentioned him before, but Google that man. Oh, my God. Watch his stuff on YouTube. Man, Bo Jackson was the man. And I mean football and baseball. And baseball. But, okay. Right? Bo Jackson. Bo Jackson. What if Bo Jackson never got hurt? That's a good one. If that's what you're talking about, that's a good one. If that's the same thing you're talking about, I don't know if that's what you're talking about, but if that is what you're talking about. Okay. I got to make sure that I'm actually watching the live broadcast too, because I'm not watching it, but I got to make sure that I'm up to it. So that way I know where I am. Because I think sometimes I'm behind you guys. I'm not really sure. Bo would be a Hall of Famer. Absolutely. Babe would. So you think Babe is the GOAT? All right, I like that. I like you. See, I knew I liked you. Babe is the GOAT. Right on. Right on. Babe is the GOAT. For sure. Dude, I didn't say you were old. I didn't say that. But I know you're a Seahawks fan. And holy shit, man. The night he ran over Brian Bosworth in the end zone. That was great. That was great. Okay. So let's go ahead, and we're steering away now. We're gonna do this in the quick sims. We're gonna quick sim. What? That never happens here on the show. But let's go ahead. So let's just see all the games on the docket, right? So the Giants and the Pirates. Let's go back to the brackets, right? So this is how it stands right now. Boston has a 2-0 lead on Toronto. Tampa Bay has a 2-0 lead on the Kansas City Royals. The Montreal Expos have a 2-0 lead on the Mets. And the San Francisco Giants have a 2-0 lead on the Pittsburgh Pirates. So we could be past the NLDS before you know it. We could be. All right. So let's go ahead and we're gonna go right to all the games for today. So the Giants are looking to eliminate the Pirates here. They are in Pittsburgh for this one. Barrero against Nunez, and a 5-0 Giants win. They are moving on to the National League Championship Series. Congratulations to the San Francisco Giants. Our Montreal Expos, with Tim Wakefield on the hill, going up against the Mets, who have whoever Garcia is on the hill. And let's see if we can't get ourselves another win here. And if we go on to the National League Championship Series, and yeah, baby, we are going to the NLCS. Congratulations to our Montreal Expos. Let's look at that. Oh, I love to see that. I love to see that. Okay, so we end up taking down the Mets 3-2. Let's see what happened in that one. The box score looked a little bit like this. Let's see if Man Ram went 2 for 3. We'll bring him right to the top of the screen here. He goes 2 for 3. He hit a home run and had 3 RBIs. Holy shit. Manny Ramirez is your National League Division Series MVP for the Montreal Expos. Hands down. Hands down. And now we're taking on San Francisco for 7 games. 7 games. This is going to be good. This is going to be very good. Okay. So let's go back to that calendar so we can actually see the American League games and see what happens in those. So the Royals are trying to end the Rays here, and that's over. That series is over. So the Royals have swept the Rays. The Red Sox trying to end the Blue Jays. And, the Blue Jays stay alive. How about that? So the Blue Jays stay alive. Oh, actually, the Royals. Oh, so the Royals stayed alive. I thought that shit was over. Okay, so getting back to it. So the Royals trying to stay alive here against the Rays. And so the Royals have tied the series up 2-2. Rush gets the win. The Red Sox, who had the best record in the league this year, trying to stay alive. They got Kevin Tapani on the hill against Chris Carpenter. Kevin Tapani is pitching for the Red Sox. In this one. Yeah, Kevin Tapani will go. And, the Blue Jays stay alive. So, have we got some exciting shit over here in the American League? So, the National League's already decided in our world. Montreal will be taking on San Francisco in the 2002 National League Championship Series. And I could be wrong, but did the Giants go to the World Series in 2002? Was that the year? Was that 2003? 2000. Oh, I see. I got to type it in. If it would actually work for me, let's see. 2002 World Series. Yeah, they did. Wouldn't that be crazy? They went and they played the Angels. That's right. They played the Angels. So we could get one half of the 2000. We hope not because our Expos are in it, but we'll have to see. Sorry, I get a little ahead of myself. Okay. I get a little crazy here when I'm now that I'm going fast. You want me to see? And that's what I like to do anyway. We're here to build a team, right? Not watch every game. Okay, so skip a day. Red Sox, Blue Jays comes down to this, right? Comes down to this. We could see the Red Sox get eliminated. Ramos against Pedro Martinez. I don't think Pedro Martinez is going to lose, but we will see. Let's go ahead and we're going to jump into this one. We're just going to do the quick sim, see what happens. We'll quick manage, and we'll go ahead and we'll be the Blue Jays, right? We'll be the Blue Jays. Perfect. Playing at Fenway. They've got Ramos on the hill, so we're going to just leave that the way it is. And there's your lineup. We'll leave that. Okay, so inning number 1, the Blue Jays take a 1-0 lead. Now, they're trying to eliminate the best team in baseball. And look at that lineup. Look at that Red Sox lineup. They have Leon Vina, Justice Vaughn, Garcia Parra, Reggie Sanders, Guerrero Fryman. What if Len Bias never? That just makes me sad every time I hear it. But what if he didn't? Right? What if he didn't? They would have been great. Could you imagine that, Larry? Kevin McHale, freaking Robert Parrish, and Len Bias. Wow. What about Hank Gathers? What if Hank Gathers doesn't die? He was great too. Okay, so the Red Sox tie it up in the bottom of the first, and then the Blue Jays come out and get another run. Red Sox put up a run on them. Jason Giambi is on this Blue Jays team. That's crazy shit. And the Blue Jays, their runs come to an end here in the third. Red Sox scoreless. Blue Jays add another in the fourth. Red Sox can't match, so it's 3-2 through 4. The Blue Jays get a run in the fifth. The Red Sox can't score in the fifth, so it's now 4-2. And ladies and gentlemen, the Red Sox could be eliminated here. Best team in baseball. I know I've said it a bunch of times. Best team in baseball here on this game. And 2 runs in the sixth. So Boston getting nothing. Edgar Ramos still on the hill because we have to take him out. Yeah, we have to take him out. Unless, can we? We can't do it. I did it too late. Okay. There we go. So 7-2. No runs for the Blue Jays in the 8th. 1 run for the Red Sox in the 8th. And the Blue Jays score 2 in the 9th. Okay. So we have got to jump in. We're gonna just Edgar Ramos is gonna come out. We're gonna put Billy Wagner in to end this one. Let's see. The Blue Jays looking for the upset. They're looking for the upset. There's a ground out from Fryman. Johnson pops out. Okay, let's go ahead and jump in and see if the Blue Jays can't pull off the upset. Let's see if the Blue Jays can't pull off the upset here
if you just joined us
on the show.
Chris Singleton as we've got 2 away in the ninth.
Okay, trying to eliminate the Boston Red Sox in Boston. It's a 9-3 Blue Jays lead. I think this is pretty much over. Wagner's on the hill. This one popped straight up. And the Blue Jays are going to the American League Championship Series. They have, completely shocked me. Boston was so good all year. And there's your elimination right there. Wagner. And the Sox can do nothing but watch. They can do nothing but watch. Beautiful.
Really solid division series win. They can move on to the next round and I think relax a little bit more. Congratulations. Get ready for
All right. So Pedro takes a loss. The Red Sox get eliminated, and in our world, it continues. They haven't won a World Series. This is 2002. They still haven't won a World Series. So, okay. Let's go ahead and view the other game. So we've got the Royals and the Rays. And this is another Game 5. So we're going to jump in and check this one out as well. I'm not really as interested in this one. So you know what? The hell with that. We're just going to sim it real quick. No, not the organizations games. We're going to organize. There we go. So the Royals eliminate the Rays. OMG. So the Rays and the Red Sox are both gone. We're going to have a Royals Jays Battle Royale. I think the last time we saw that was 1985. 1985. Let's see if my mind is correct. If my memory serves me correctly. MLB playoffs. Yes, the 1985 Royals, led by George Brett. They beat the Blue Jays in the playoffs that year. The Yankees actually had a shot to get to that playoff series and lost on, I believe, the last game of the season because they lost like 2 or 3 games to the Blue Jays. And it ended up being the Royals and the the Royals and the St. Louis Cardinals, and it went 7 games. So that was a great World Series. And that was also the year that I think Ozzie Smith hit the walk-off home run in the National League Championship Series. Yeah, Ozzie Smith. Ozzie Smith hit the walk-off home run in the National League Championship Series. So we've got the Toronto Blue Jays and the Kansas City Royals in the American League. We'll have the Montreal Expos and the San Francisco Giants over here in the National League. So let's go ahead and we're going to jump into the Sims, baby. We're going to jump into these Sims. So game number 1. And we got Sidney Ponson on the hill in this one. So let's go ahead and simulate that. And we get worked 5-0. Uh-oh. Dude, my AGM, he said, I don't know if we want to do this. And you know what? I'm rolling the dice, man. The kid wants to see the rest of the season, so I'm going to go with it. My JGM is never wrong. He typically isn't wrong. Okay, game number 2. Let's go ahead and see today's games. So, game 2, game 1 of the Blue Jays and the Royals. Let's see. First is game 2 of our series. And I take that back. So a 3-1 Giants win. So we're down 2-0. The Blue Jays win 8-2. And so they have claimed game 1 of their series. Oh, no. Okay, game number 3. So this one is at home. We've got Pettit on the hill against Edward Ortiz. And, okay, we got a chance for another shutout. Oh, another full. What do you call that? Oh, my God, dude. Another complete game shutout. I could not get it. I couldn't say it. And the win. We need the win at home. So it's tough to come into our sandlot and get a win. Sorry, I needed a quick drink there. All right. Let's go ahead. We're going to enter this. I'm going to play the last inning. Why not? Or we'll watch the last inning. See if Andy Pettit can't throw the complete game a shutout. Oh, it's away? Oh, it is away. That means we lost 2 games at home? Suck it. Oh, my God. Good call, dude. Good call. See, I think you guys are like a couple seconds behind me. I don't know if they're trying to bleep me or some shit like that. It doesn't work, though, because I still talk the way I want to. All right. Changing team or adding a second player will disable. Okay, Andy Pettit with a chance to shut out the Giants in San Francisco. Popped up. Andy gets underneath it. Out number 1. So we really need this win. Well, we need every win. Kenny Lofton now comes to the plate.
1 for 3.
I liked Kenny Lofton. I did.
And that's outside. Ball 1.
All right, so Andy Pettit. That's ball 1. So we're down 2-0 in this series, guys. And we made it as far as the National League Championship Series, only to start down 2-0.
Here's a 1-1.
Here's a pitch to Lofton.
Check swing, called strike.
Oh, I thought it hit him. All right, here we go. 1-2. And Pettit gets him. Andy Pettit, this would be his second complete game of the playoffs. Yeah. All right, here's Darren Erstad. How about that blast from the past? Darren Erstad at the plate.
No.
Now, in 2002, he would have been with the Angels. Yeah, he would have been with the Angels. So Darren Erstad now. That's a strike. I love looking at the fans in the background. That's pretty cool. Oh, that's on the ground. Oh, yes. Eddie Sprague. My man, Eddie Sprague. I think he's earning a spot back on this team. So the Expos take game 3. Okay, and we're back in this thing. We are back in this thing. It's now a 2-1 series. So there's no sweeps here. No sweeps here.
All of a sudden, we've got a new series.
Andy Pettit getting some 5s from the team.
Here's
Beautiful.
another look at the numbers from this shutout victory.
Well, it takes.
How about that, man? A shutout. And his play, he was so great in the playoffs, and he just continues to do so with our team as well. So, okay. We're going to get back into this thing. I hope it doesn't have to go. I hope it doesn't have to go 7 games. But okay, let's go ahead and take a look what's happened over in the American League. So the Royals and the Jays now are tied at 1. And let's see if we can simulate that one. Okay, so the Royals take the 2-1 lead in that series. And let's see if we can get a win here. We win 3-2, so we've tied it up. We have tied it up. All right, so it's a 3-2 Giants. I'm sorry. It's a tie, Mike. 2-2. 2-2 is a tie. All right, 2-1 here in the American League. The Royals trying to make this a 3-1 series lead, and they do. In that one, we are trying to grab ourselves another victory here and go up 3-2, and we lose. So we're down 2 games to 3? 3 games to 2? I don't know. However you say it. We're down 3 games to 2. So we might have to actually jump into these last couple games, see what we can get done. Blue Jays Royals here. This one's a 3-1 series, and the Royals will be moving on to the World Series. They beat the Blue Jays 4-1. Now the Blue Jays and the Royals, well, the Royals were the 2nd seed, so they kind of belong there, I guess, since Boston got eliminated. But we need to go back to the calendar, and I'm sorry, JDM, but we got it. We can't quick sim that. I can't quick sim that. We got to try to win this game. So let's go ahead and we're going to play it. Beauteous. We'll quick manage it. This is game 6. Game 6 at home. Okay. We've been so disappointed in the past, in the playoffs with this club. We've been very disappointed. So, young man talked me into going through this whole thing tonight. So, hopefully we're walking out of here. Hopefully we're going through a long series, and we're going to get to see the World Series here on the show. So, Sidney Ponson is going to be on the hill. Do we want Sidney Ponson to try to get us a win? Nah, baby, we got to stay alive. So, we're going to go with Andy Pettit on short rest. Andy Pettit will pitch game 6. He just pitched game 3. So, he's going to pitch game 6. And we got to get some bats in here. Yeah, you see? Andy Pettit. That's right. We're going to go with Andy Pettit here in this one. I like that. That's a good call. All right.
Play ball.
Eric Young to lead off in this one. Pettit gives up the single. Hairston flies out. Darren Erstad, double play. So good job by our boy Andy Pettit. Veras grounds out. Jeter pops out. Guerrero pops up. So wouldn't it be great if Andy Pettit can keep us in this thing? And then what we'll do is we'll put Trevor Moore. Or Trevor Moore? Is that his name? Tyler Moore? I don't know. Trevor Moore. I don't know. Whatever his name is, he's going to pitch game 7. All right. Karros pops out. Husky grounds out. Vizcaino is going to ground out. JT comes to the plate, and he strikes out. Griffey Jr. grounds out. Veritek strikes out. No, Joe Randa grounds out. Mike Matheny. Mike Matheny grounds out. Phil Barrero with the strikeout. Manny Ramirez. So we have been no hit so far. We've been no hit so far. Grounds out. Sprague grounds out. Pettit strikes out. Ladies and gentlemen, Barrero has a perfect game through 3 innings. A perfect game. It's not going to work. Eric Young singles. Let's pick him off. We tried to. Hairston strikes out. Darren Erstad
That hit him. He's got
hit by a pitch. Eric Karros, double play. So this is Game 6 of the National League Championship Series. We're down 3-2, trying to stay alive, and we can't get any hits. None. Veras grounds out. Jeter reaches on an error. That could be huge. Do we have him steal? Oh, he gets caught stealing. No, Guerrero pops up. Butch Husky now grounds out. Jose Vizcaino singles. So Andy Pettit's given up a couple hits, but they haven't really hurt us yet. Joe Randa into a fielder's choice. Mike Matheny triples and drives in a run. We're down 1-0. That's not good. That is not good at all. Okay. Phil Barrero singles and drives in another run. So their pitcher is throwing a perfect game in this one, and he just drove in an RBI.
He's out.
Young. Oh, then he gets caught stealing. This guy does it all. He's like the 2002 Ohtani. JT Snow at the plate. He walks, and we get something going. Ken Griffey Jr. One swing of the bat, tie it up. No, he flies out. Veritek, he grounds into a double play, and we still don't have a hit. We still do not have a hit in this one. Okay, Eric Young grounds out. Jerry Hairston strikes out. Darren Erstad grounds out. So Andy Pettit has given up 2 on 5 hits. Now he's pitching on short rest, so we can't really expect a whole lot out of him. Manram singles to lead off the bottom of the 6th. Eddie Sprague grounds into a freaking double play. Andy Pettit strikes out. So we had to leave him in. And that's the one thing about this game, is because we play with the pitchers hitting. It's tough. Eric Karros lines out. Butch Husky grounds out. Jose Vizcaino grounds out. So we're in the bottom of the 7th. We got the top of our lineup. We have 1 hit in this game. Okay, we're trying to stay alive, and we have 1 goddamn hit. Kilvio grounds out. Jeter. Look at this dude. Just look up on the screen. Next to Phil Barrero, he doesn't lose any energy. He doesn't lose. You know what? Let's take a look at this guy. I got to see. Let's see his contract. Is he going to be an Expo next year? Yes, he most likely is. Write that one down. Phil Barrero, if they don't renew him, or maybe we trade for him. Phil Barrero. There's been a lot of those names that I've said during the course of the season that I will not remember when the time comes. Okay. Derek Jeter, can you do something? No, he flies out. Vlad Guerrero grounds out. Oh, goodness. Let's see our lineup. So, Veras, Jeter, and Guerrero are 0 for 9 in this game. The only hit is from Manny Ramirez. Randa strikes out. Matheny strikes out. Phil Barrero singles again. He's 2 for 3. He's pitching a 1-hitter. And I think he stole a base or some shit. Okay, JT Snow, bottom of the 8th. This is it. This could be the end of our season. I mean, we've got JT, Ken Griffey Jr., and Jason Veritek against Phil Barrero in the bottom of the 8th. It's kind of the power part of our order. JT singles to lead it off. Do we bunt with Ken Griffey Jr.?
3.
No, he strikes out. Jason Veritek. Double freaking play. Oh my God, it's gonna come down to this shit. We're gonna get shut out by Phil freaking Barrero. I don't even know who that guy is. I don't even know who he is. Jerry Hairston pops out. Darren Erstad strikes out. Eric Karros now doubles. No. Butch Husky. Okay, you know what? Butch, we're going to bring in the righty. We're going to bring in Gagne. And he gets him. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is it. It all comes down to this. It's the bottom of the 9th inning. Game 6, National League Championship Series. We are down 2-0. And we are going to go in and watch this. We got to see what happens here. We have to see what happens here. If you've been watching this all the way along, this is our first trip to the National League Championship Series. We've built the team. We've got them where we want them. Okay, we've got a chance to do something big here. At least push this to 7 games. That would be awesome. And all we can do is see what happens here. Phil Barrero, this guy, he's looking like a freaking Cy Young Award winner here tonight.
Swing and a miss at a slider.
Well, this team was shut out in the previous game, and I'm really interested to see what did they talk about in that hitters meeting that's going to translate into the game and help them get on that scoreboard.
Man, Ram can't get anything done
what
here.
we're seeing is a lineup that's just out of sync with the pitcher. They're guessing wrong, and their timing's off.
That's a ball.
Yeah,
We just need a base runner. Give me a freaking base runner, right?
Two-seamer here. Just watch and see.
Give me a freaking base runner.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball.
Ooh, and Man Ram works him to a 3-2 count. That's what I'm talking about. Let's go, Manny. Just get on base, dude. Any way you can.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
You can foul one off. I'll take that. Game 6. NLCS.
Having a hard time catching up.
Man Ram down the line.
Keeps the AB going. And he walked him.
Oh, yes. Yes. Okay, so we got a runner on.
So he gets on base. An elimination game, one at a time, right?
And all of a
Eddie
sudden, the pressure
Sprague at the plate.
Came into this one feeling pretty good, but now that he's on, changes things a little bit.
Ed Sprague playing for Robert Ekstrom.
And it's even up.
It really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity.
He struck him out. Oh, no.
Now a move being made for a pinch hitter, Howie Baroa.
Oh, Howie Baroa.
In this ball game.
Pinch hitting right here. The youngster, the backup shortstop. Can he be a hero?
Got one close, ruled the ball.
All right. 2-1. Trying to be the hero here, Howie Baroa. Do it, baby. Oh, and yeah, base hit. Okay. All right, we got something going here. 1 out. 1 out. First and second, you got Man Ram on second. You got Howie B over there on first.
And he came through for his club right there.
Here comes the manager out of the Giants.
Big hit for Howie B. And they're going to pull Barrero. So now we got to their bullpen. That's what we want. That's what we wanted. Get to the bullpen, right? And it's the top of our lineup.
Danny Tabarne on to try and close it out.
Danny Tabarne. Look at this kid. He was the reliever of the year? Bullshit. Really?
So it's always high stress. Let's see what he's got here to try and close it out.
First and second.
Kilvio. All-star season. Yo, down the line. That's going to score Man Ram.
Heading for the plate. Throw is off line and he scores.
Okay. It's 2-1.
Such great concentration.
It's 2-1. And Howie moved over to third. So Derek Jeter has a chance to either walk this off or at least tie it up. Okay, here we go. Derek Jeter now at the plate. It's a 2-1 game. This is game 6. We're down 3 games to 2.
But no action.
No, they're applying pressure. Quality at bats, quality swings right now. And
so a 2-1 count. That's right. It's going fast counts because we're trying to get through this. But
they're making it difficult for the back end of this bullpen.
Can he be the hero? Can he be the hero we need right now?
Lefty out of the stretch.
Jeter. Oh, Jeter, what are you looking at, dude? Come on, man. You're not going to get a better pitch than that. Oh. A single. Anything. Oh! Go, baby! Into the gap. We're going to win. And Derek Jeter walks it off with the double. So that kid had a damn near perfect game. They pull him, and Derek Jeter walks it off with that double to the gap. Look at this again. Oh, boom. Thank you very much, Derek. That is why we got him. We're going 7. We're going 7. Look at Kilvio. Turn on the Jets. And, oh, what a game. What a game. So we score 3 in the 9th. So we didn't get any sort of Bill Buckner through the leg shit. But that was some pretty good shit. Some pretty good shit. And this kid pitched a good game. But not good enough, I guess. They go to the bullpen. We get to the bullpen. All right, Andy Pettit. Yeah, he threw a pretty good game. But I think the MVP has to be Derek Jeter. Didn't do shit all game. Then gets a nice double. Okay, so we're going. We're going to Game 7. We're going to Game 7. Oh, I love it. I absolutely love it. Okay. Let's go ahead and, well, we can sim. We can go right to it. Okay, let's go here, and we are going to manage this one because we got to. We got to. We'll quick manage it. Game 7 National League Championship Series, trying to make a run to the World Series to take on the Kansas City Royals. This one at home at Olympic Stadium. Derek Jeter, the hero of Game 6. Trey Moore trying to end it.
Play ball.
All righty. Eric Young leading off. He grounds out. Randa singles.
He's safe.
Erstad singles. Karros fielder's choice. So we got runners on first and second. First inning of Game 7. Husky grounds out. Kilvio to lead off. He grounds out. Jeter flies out. Vladdy grounds out. Okay, so Game 7 underway. 1 inning in. Trey Moore gets Vizcaino, gets Matheny, gets Harrison. Beautiful. JT. Now, again, Trey Moore is not a strikeout guy. He's not a strikeout guy. He gets a lot of ground ball outs. JT grounds out. Griffey singles. So he finally does something. Veritek, double play. Veritek has grounded into a lot of double plays so far. Edward Ortiz. I don't know why that had to say it again. Flies out. Young grounds out. Randa strikes out. Man Ram to the plate. Grounds out. Sprague grounds out. Trey strikes out. Okay. Whew. Erstad doubles to lead off the inning. Karros lines out. Husky walks. So that sets up a double play. That's a good thing. Vizcaino strikes out. Matheny strikes out. So Trey Moore, 4 scoreless. Edward Ortiz, 3 scoreless. Kilvio to lead off the bottom of the 4th. Singles. Beautiful. Jeter bunts him over, a little small ball. Vladdy Guerrero singles and drives in the run. We got a 1-0 lead. JT, double play. Okay, let's see if we can hold this now, boys. Trey Moore, strikeout. Edward Ortiz, ground out. Eric Young, doubles. Joe Randa, hit by a pitch. Uh-oh. Erstad hits a 3-run homer. No. Karros grounds out. Oh, no. It's 3-1. Ortiz still out on the hill. Griffey singles to lead off the inning. Veritek, fielder's choice. Manram, double play. Butch Husky coming to the plate. Trey Moore is out of gas. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to bring in, let's see, they got right switch, right. We need a lefty. We're going to go to Embry early. He gives up a single.
Take your base, ball 4.
He walks the next batter. Strikes out Matheny. Gets Harrison to strike out. And he got himself out of a jam, didn't he? Oh, he did. He definitely did. Eddie freaking Sprague. Can he do something here? Anything. He grounds out. Alan Embry, he's got to come out. We got to go to Ike Diggs. Ike Diggs hits a single. So our pinch hitters have been pretty good here, well, at least in Game 6 and Game 7. Kilvio, double freaking play. All right, let's go to the bullpen. So we got righty, Righty-lefty coming up for the Giants, which means we're going to go ahead and bring in a righty. We'll go to Cal Eldred. Cal Eldred gets Young. Randa doubles. Erstad grounds out. Karros walks. Husky fielder's choice. Bottom 7, 3-1. Derek Jeter now at the plate. He doubles to lead it off. Vladdy, 2-run homer, and we are tied in the 7th. Oh, baby. Vlad Guerrero, he's going to be a lifetime Expo, and he just tied this game up. Game 7, National League Championship Series. JT now at the plate. He walks. Ken Griffey Jr. strikes out. Jason Varitek, double play. Okay. Cal Eldred, do we leave him out there? We'll get him 1. If he gives up a hit, he's coming out. And he gets through the inning. Ooh, are we going to get a chance to see? If we get a run in this inning, Trevor Hoffman could close out Game 7. John Johnstone on the hill, man-ram, walks. Eddie Sprague, double play. Son of a bitch. All right, Cal Eldred, he's coming out. Trot Nixon's coming in to bat.
3.
And he strikes out. So let's go ahead and let's take him out. We'll put... Oh, man, who do we put in? Top of the 9th, they have well, the pitcher's not going to hit. So let's do this. No, I put Javi Vasquez in. Oh, shit. I hit the wrong button. Okay. So Brent Maine. So we got Javi Vasquez on the hill. He's going to try to hold them. He's going to go for the hold. Oh, that sucks. But he's got some energy. Ground out. Eric Young doubles. Oh, shit. Joe Randa strikes out. Darren Erstad singles, and they're up 4-3. Eric Karros now grounds out. So it's the bottom of the 9th in Game 7, and we are down 1 run. Okay, and we have the top of the lineup coming up. You know what that means. Yeah, we got to go watch it. Got to go watch it. If we make it to the World Series, we might have to watch that one next week. All right.
Welcome in, John Sciambi.
So here we go. Danny Tabarne, who we worked in the last game, he's coming in. Game 7, NLCS. We're down 1. We're down 1.
We see a pretty high turnover rate because of it. Every outing seems to be high pressure, this one included. We'll see if he can wrap up the win and get him.
No, I don't want to play. Oh, okay, I got to watch a pitch here. I got to watch a pitch.
1-run game, bottom 9.
Full count.
And now the count is full.
Okay, let's change it up. Yeah, I was playing. I don't want to play. Okay, here we go. Kilvio Veras. Bottom of the 9. All the pressure. Kilvio. Now he singled. He singled? Yeah, he singled in a run in last night's game. So, or in yesterday's game. So, oh, and he walks. Oh, yes.
And that keeps things going.
Well, that right there could end up being a big walk in this game. He's certainly
Mr. November himself at the plate. This is why we got him. For moments like this, trying to send the Expos to the World Series.
The kick in the pitch. Runner goes.
Oh, Kilvio, and he's in there. Nice. Some Joe Torre action right there, right? Now, I mean, Joe Torre was our manager, and then he just disappeared. But that's something he would have called right there. That is aggressive. And Kilvio steals second. All right, here we go. Jeter with a runner on second, nobody out.
That one missing inside.
They're probably not going to pitch to him.
These are the situations closers they seem to live for. When you get into some hot water, a jam, tough spot, whatever you want to call it. But this is where they earn.
All right, come on, Derek. Oh, what are you looking at, dude? Do not leave him stranded on second. Do not leave him stranded on second.
Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
And now the right fielder, Vladimir Guerrero.
Okay, Vladdy Guerrero. Wouldn't that be great if he walks it off?
The changeup missing. And that's ball
If Vladdy Guerrero walks it off, he's got a home run, a single, and 3 RBIs in this game. He's responsible for all 3 of our runs batted in. Chance to have 5 in Game 7 if he hits this one out of the park. That would be just poetic. There's strike 2. Okay. If you are a fan of the show, this is a big moment. Okay, we're trying to get to the World Series. And he pops it up behind first. Oh, drop it. Noonan. Oh, no. Oh, I thought he tagged up. I was like, what the shit? All right. So it comes down to this. JT Snow.
So they're down to their final act.
We had a decision to make in the offseason. We held on to JT. We let Mark Grace go. Mark Grace is going to the World Series with the Kansas City Royals. That's right. And JT takes ball 2.
They're down to their final strike.
Oh, shit. Come on, JT. Swing the bat.
To Barnett is just one strike.
Oh, there it is. Go! No! Oh, damn it. Okay, so we were right there again.
Congratulations to the National League champions. This team,
look at that. That's going to be us next year. The 2003. It's going to be us. It's going to be us. So.
For my partner, Chris Singleton, and our great crew, thanks for watching the National League Championship Series on MLB.
All right. All right. We didn't do bad. We couldn't get the win. Okay. They just got us. That 5th inning really killed us. That 5th inning for them really killed us. But, okay. So, now that we're done, we'll simulate the World Series because we don't really give a rat's ass, right? I mean, we kind of do. Mark Grace is in the World Series. Mark Grace, we let Mark Grace go, and he's actually in the World Series. So, let's go ahead and Game 1, Giants-Royals. And the Giants take Game 1. The Giants take Game 2. Royals take Game 3. Giants take Game 4. So the Giants, with a chance to win the World Series, and the Giants have taken down the Royals in 5 games, and they are your 2002 World Series champions. And holy shit, that's exactly what happened in 2002. They beat the Angels won that series. That's right. Yeah, Barry Bonds didn't win the World Series. My bad. No, I forgot about that year. Okay. All right, so there you go. The San Francisco Giants flip things around, and they actually end up being your 2002 World Series champions. We had our opportunities. We made it all the way to Game 7 after some Game 6 heroics, and just didn't turn out. Yeah, it didn't turn out the way we would have wanted it to. So, you know what that means? It's time to simulate to the off season. About 10 minutes left here in the episode. Yeah, that gets us to about 2 hours on the evening. So, got a little quiet there. I got a little quiet. My JGM, my AGM, they didn't say much here for the remainder of the episode. But let's go ahead and take a look around the league. See what our league leaders look like. Oh, that's all playoff shit. We don't want to see playoff shit. Let's see the awards. So this is how it all played out this year. Your World Series MVP went to Mike Matheny. He had a home run, batted .250, and drove in 3 RBIs. Congratulations to Mike Matheny and the San Francisco Giants on the World Series. Oh, you were into the World Series or into the series? Yeah, so was I. Oh, man, it's a bummer, isn't it? To go out that way. But that's right. That's right. We're going to look at our team and see what decisions we have to make. And we'll probably maybe I'll just do like a little hour or something later on in the week so we can get through that before we start next week. Okay. Here we go. Because I don't want to do that by myself. I like to have you guys involved, right? That's the whole point of you being my AGM and my JGM. Your most valuable player in the National League. Congratulations for putting a trophy on the mantle. I love it. We got our first most valuable player here on the channel. It's Vladimir Guerrero in the 2002 season. 313 average, 32 home runs, 126 RBIs. Right behind him, you had Andrew Jones and Sammy Sosa, a pair of Hall of Famers. In the American League, it was Nomar Garciaparra. Look at this shit. So the Boston Red Sox had the top three vote getters for the most valuable player, and they lost in a division series to the Blue Jays. Wow. Okay, Cy Young, John Smoltz picks it up in the National League. In the American League, it was Pedro Martinez. He went 19 and 11. Mike Mussina, who was an Expo. Let's take a look at his stats. With the Expos, he went 14 and 13, 16 and 13. The man put up the numbers. 21 wins and 6 losses, and came in second in the Cy Young voting, mainly because he didn't strike out 255 batters. Holy shit, Pedro Martinez had a season. The batting title in the National League went to Bill Mueller. Beautiful. He batted .325. The American League batting title goes to David Justice, who I tried to pick up in free agency 2 seasons ago, and he just refused to sign. So David Justice picking up a batting title for the Red Sox. Reliever of the year, Danny Tabarne, who beat us. Yeah, Danny Tabarne. And Trevor Hoffman came in third. He had 48 saves. Ended up with a 2.97 ERA. So after all that shit I talked about him, his ERA actually came down. So who knows? We might be keep holding on to Trevor Hoffman in the offseason. The American League saw Jose Nieves of the Orioles. Of course, Mariano Rivera was third. I love that whoever made that Mariano Rivera is not even close, dude. Rob Nen had 47 saves for the Sox. Rookie of the Year, Juan Rivas for the Rockies, and in the American League, Stefan Santiago. So now we're going to start getting into some AI-generated players as we go. Hank Aaron Award goes to Chipper Jones. Derek Jeter came in second in the National League. Oop. And then, of course, the American League, David Justice. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, your Gold Glovers. We're going to roll through this. At pitcher in the National League, Jose Jimenez. American League, Adrian Lantigua. Catcher, Javier Berger. We're going to call him Xavier Bourget. That just sounds cooler. Xavier Bourget is your Gold Glove catcher in the National League. Charles Johnson for the Sox in the American League. First base, Gold Glove goes to Freddie Oliver of the Dodgers. David Segui of the Tampa Bay Rays. Second base, Roberto Alomar of the Braves, dude. Roberto Alomar is playing for the Braves. Brett Boone for the Milwaukee Brewers. The National League, you got Matt Williams of the Diamondbacks and Travis Fryman of the Red Sox. Shortstop. Oh, we got another award. Congratulations to Derek Jeter. That's our second Gold Glove award with the club. Ken Griffey Jr. had the first way back in season number 2. So it's nice to put another award on the mantle. So that's 2 this year. We got the MVP and the Gold Glove. And, of course, Ray Ordonez picked it up for the Yankees. So he filled those shoes for Derek Jeter over there in New York. Left field, Luis Gonzalez of the Pittsburgh Pirates. And Barney Whitman. Let's see, Barney Whitman. Yeah, he's a free agent too. We're going to be going after a little Barney Whitman action. Absolutely. It's going to be fun. It's going to be fun building this team for next year. Tony Womack, Cincinnati Reds, center field. Marquise Grissom. Tony Womack played center field? For some reason, I thought he played shortstop. I don't know why. And in right field, Gary Sheffield of the Cincinnati Reds and Ben Grieve of the Oakland Athletics. We've got a bunch of Silver Sluggers. I'm not going to go through all this. Eloy Santos, Lucius Coates. Let's see if we have any Expos. Derek Jeter gets another award for us. Congratulations to the Spos. And, of course, Vladdy for the outfield. And that's it. That is it. Okay. Beautiful. So not a bad season. We got a couple of awards. Derek picked up 2. I'm sorry, and Vladdy picked up 2. So that's good. And I think it's time. You see, this is all. I don't want to see playoff batting averages. So that's going to do it. Let's go ahead and simulate to the off season. And see what we have to do before we get started. We got a lot of shit to do, it looks like. So here's who retired. Brandon Backey, Pat Lennon, and Curtis Pride retires from the Expos. So he's gone. Let's see if there's any. Matt Williams retires. Oh, Matt Williams. Oh, that's Matt Williams. Yeah, okay. Is that Wild Thing? I think. Any other names on here we know? Dante Bichette retires from the Tigers. Not a big year for retirements. Ramon Martinez. Jeff Bagwell retires. And that's it. Nobody else. Barry Bonds goes to the Hall of Fame with only 538 home runs here on our game. Yes. Okay. So that's where we're going to leave it off. And look at what we have to do. Free agency is a calling. Trevor Hoffman, free agent. Alan Embry, free agent. Eddie Sprague, free agent. David Bell, free agent. So there's a lot of choices we're going to have to make. See who else is up there. Cal Eldred, not really concerned about him. We got Embry, Reed, Wasden. So basically our whole bullpen they are free agents. Trevor Hoffman is a free agent after this year, so I don't think we can do much with him. Let's see what he would be asking. He wants 1 year, $24.6 million. All right, he came in third in closer of the year, had 48 saves, and had a 2.97 ERA. So I don't know. I got a couple Padres fans listening, so watching. Third base is where Ed Sprague, David Bell, Craig Paquette. I'm not really concerned about keeping any of those guys. Maybe Eddie, just for what he did in the playoffs and the way he filled in those last 39 games. Yeah, with that 185 batting average. Jeff Blauser is a shortstop. Rich Becker. And that's it. So no major pieces to the puzzle except for Trevor. What are we going to do with Trevor, right? Can we trade him? So he's not signed to a contract, so I'd have to sign him, then trade him. And I don't really want to spend $24 million because we did that before with Roy Halladay, and it didn't work out. Let's see what we would get for Griffey at this point. Okay, so just throwing it out there before we call it a night here. Ken Griffey Jr. If we were to trade Ken Griffey Jr. right now, okay, and his $22 million contract, which means we'd probably be able to get a free agent that's out there. If we traded Ken Griffey Jr. right now, we could get Ray Ordonez, which we don't need. Joe Nathan. That would be pretty good. There's another starting pitcher. Marquise Grissom could come back to the Spos. Let's see what we got here. Don't like that. Ford Blair and Robbie Coleman. Carlos Delgado. Oh, no. Carlos Delgado. Oh, there you go. I never thought I'd hear you say that. Move on from Trevor. So do we just let him go in free agency? Is that what you're thinking? We just let him go in free agency? Oh, that's a big call, man. It's a big call. Yeah, I mean, I like it. I don't know why I'm even looking at Carlos Delgado. Okay, Troy Percival. We could bring in Troy Percival. Right? Let's see. Troy Percival, he was a good closer. Let's see his numbers for the he had 52 saves for the Royals. 52 saves. We could trade Ken Griffey Jr., get Troy Percival, and then just sign him to a year, right? That gives the youngster one more year to grow. We get Troy Percival, who knows, right? We could do that. I like this at Johnny Fritz. How about Torrey Hunter and Jeb Kana? Torrey Hunter. No. I could always try to sign Hoffman if I don't like the free agents. I could do that. Let's see. Victor Martinez, Jody Brady. So it really look at freaking Randy Velarde. He's a potential 75. He's 40 years old. 40 years old. Yeah, so there's really not much out there. Roy Oswalt. How about a Roy Oswalt trade? Roy Oswalt, he's an A potential, 26 years old. So he's growing, right? And he went 7-15. He was a starter. So, yeah, I'm going to pass on Roy Oswalt. Okay. All right, you know what? I like this. I like where you're going with this. So we try to sign Hoffman if I don't like the free agents. Well, let's see if we can we see who the free agents are? Oh, we can't. Damn it. I was hoping we could see who the other free agents are. All right. But I think that's the plan. I think that's the plan for next week. That's what we'll do. If you're joining me, so we made it all the way to Game 7 of the National League Championship Series. Took it all the way to the final out. Had a chance to win the game. Could not get it done. Did get an exciting Game 6, though. And now we're heading into the 2003 season. We got a couple of decisions to be made for the team here, okay? So Trevor Hoffman is a free agent. Do we move on from Trevor? My AGM says yes. Sounds like my JGM is kind of saying, hey, you know what? Let's play the field, try to get ourselves a closer, see what free agency brings us, and then go after Trevor, right? So we kind of let him, explore and see what happens there. And I kind of like that idea. I do like that idea. So don't necessarily move on from him, but give him a chance to explore and see what's out there. Because we do have an option. We definitely have an option in the young kid who's down in AAA. Alan Embry, I'm not too worried about. Eddie Sprague, I'm not worried about. David Bell. So really our free agency is not going to be too crazy, with the exception of that one piece. The other thing, too, is if we can trade a guy like Griffey, that's going to open up some contracts. So let's see if we can see our budget. We can. Okay, so this is what we're looking at. Player salaries. So heading into this year, okay, our highest paid player is Vladdy, and we got Vladdy for 2 more seasons. Jeter's locked in. Sabathia, we're paying CC Sabathia $26.7 million down there in AA. Okay, and my AGM says he wants to see him this year. Well, then we'll do that. We will do that. We're going to give him some time in spring training and see what he can get done. He's in year 6 of 10. So he's got 5 years left. We got Aaron Cook, who's making $23 million. Aaron, who the freak is Aaron Cook? I don't even know who that guy is. Andy Pettit we got Man Ram for 3. Yeah, you like Aaron Cook? Dude, I don't even know who he is. Let's take a look at Aaron Cook, see what he brings to the table. Not a whole lot. Do we dump salary on Aaron Cook? Shit, yeah, we do. Shit, yeah, we do. Okay, you know what? That's a note. That's a note. Oh, I don't know why I went out of that. We want to see that for sure. So let's see who's overalls that are leaving. We got to renew Ekstrom. That's gonna get done, right? Ekstrom gets renewed. But I think we got to open up some cash, man. Vasquez is arbitration. Hoffman goes to free agency. Booker House, who we drafted, he needs to be renewed. That's easy enough. Rivera will get renewed. JT, he has 1 year left. Tim Wakefield. So we got some moves to make. We definitely have some moves to make. I want to see something right now. Aaron Cook. I don't even know where Aaron Cook came from. But here we go. Let's see what happens if we try to trade Aaron Cook to anybody. All right, we're going to get D potential shit for Aaron Cook, right? Let's see if anyone's given up. Oh, wait a minute. What was that? Trevor Enders, a relief pitcher, a B potential. No, thank you. Lance Painter, Reed Hoffman. So I'm thinking if we want to dump some salary, we can do that easily with him. How about Andy Stankiewicz? Yeah, former Yankee Andy Stankiewicz from the Mariners. I mean, we could just totally just dump that shit. Kerry Lightenberg, Ryan Longer. Let's see what the Padres have. They usually want to give up some shit. How about Will Cunane and Ben Howard? Jason Middlebrook and Brian Lawrence. Jose Mesa. Was he there? How about Mike Kelly? Oh, do we get Mike Kelly? Wait a minute. Hold on a second. Wait a minute. Who's that? Oh, I know it's Mike Kelly that is. Yeah, there really was a Mike Kelly. But we're looking for Jose Mesa. Did I see a Jose Mesa trade? Who would Jose Mesa have been with? He was with so many teams around that time, right? How about Ryan Vogelsong? That's not a bad one. Orlando Hudson. See, now I'm going through all of them, dude. I'm doing that. I'm going through all of them because Brandon Inge. That's not a bad one. Oh, there he is. Dude, you're right. So we would get a catcher and get Jose Mesa in the bullpen. He's 37. Let's see what he did last year. Good call. Look at you paying attention as this shit's flying by. That's not a bad one. Jose Mesa last year, well, he didn't pitch last year. So we've had some very, very interesting experiences with that kind of stuff, right? A B potential. He's 62 overall. He's 37. All right. But we get Cody McKay. So that's the A's, right? Okay, let's do this. Let's go to the A's. Beautiful. They got John Rocker. Did we ever have John Rocker? Guys, did we have John Rocker? I think we did. We did. We had John Rocker last year. Oh, he had an awful season. Awful season in Oakland. He did get 37 saves, but I forgot we had John Rocker. All right. Was he our closer before? Or was he he was the setup man for Trevor, huh? Mesa and Rocker for that kid. All right, let's give it a shot. John Rocker, what's his contract? Oh, he's going into arbitration. So they might do that. Okay. And Jose Mesa. And we give up. Let's see, who are we going to give up here? Oh, he's a starter, huh? No, not CeCe. Oh, they don't like it. You see that? Oh, there we go. Okay. So they want more. We want more, sir. We want more, sir. Okay. So we would be dumping $23 million. So we got to take some sort of salary off of them, right? We have to. That's the only reason why. David Ortiz. That's not the David Ortiz. So we'd have to take. Who do we have at third base? Oh, we don't have a third baseman, do we? But I don't want to take a $30 million contract. I don't want to take a $30 million contract. Let's see what else they have. They have Jeff Shaw. He's a closer. Oh, we can get Jeff Shaw. Let's see what he did last year. Nothing. So, sorry, Jeff. You won't be joining this team. Okay, let's see what else we got. We got Einar Diaz, catcher. Sergio Cortez, 21 years old, a potential catcher, but he has no contract. Okay, so they're thinking that they want more. We want more. How about Mark McGwire? Oh, he's not signed to a contract. Frank Menechino, Eric Ryder, good second baseman. Nope. They want more. Yeah, I know. I'm trying. Oh, I have to give up more? Oh, okay. Well, what do you think we give up then? How about okay, we're going to get a closer in John Rocker, right? So that kind of locks us in case Trevor doesn't sign, and that way we at least have somebody. We give up Aaron Cook, who I don't really care about. And we get another reliever. So who else do we give up? Let's see who else has a big fat contract. Oh, you know what we could do? Hold on a second. Boom, we got some. They're not signed to contracts, so we got to go and sign all these dudes first. Then we could talk. Oh, they take Manny Ramirez. I'm not giving up Manny Ramirez. No, Kareem's not ready. Now we're talking. Ken Griffey Jr. and Aaron Cook for no, that's not even fair. Ooh. Oh, we might have got something here. We fill the void at third base. We get Eric Chavez, right? 25 years old, B potential, right? He would be our third baseman. Ken Griffey Jr. goes to the A's with Aaron Cook. Ekstrom. You think so? Nope, he doesn't have a contract. See, we can't give up Ekstrom because he doesn't have a contract. Ken Griffey Jr., though. I wanted to dump that salary, but we need to get something else for that, right? I mean, how about C.J. Bauer? Nope. Oh, they'll give us that. But he's a rookie. Pablo Francisco. I don't need a shortstop. Charles James. Nope. No left field. Ruben Rivera. How about Ruben Rivera? Oh, no. Oh, no. Okay, here we go. I don't know how we just go and sign these dudes, man. Nope, that's not it. Do we simulate to free agency 1? Does it show me what's what? Okay. So I don't know what just happened. Today's the day to offer contracts. There we go. That's what we want to do. Would you like to stop simulating? No. Are you guys in for the long haul here? You guys in for the long haul? Jeez. It's, what time is it? It's 9:15. Oh my God, I'm falling asleep here. All right. So this is what we want to see. This is what we want to see. Right? So let's see who's out there in free agency. Let's go to the big board. Now we're talking. Now it gets interesting. First things first. Oh, I can't get out of it. Oh, I can't get out of it. Okay, let's see here. Let's go to our depth chart. So here's what we got. So JT Snow is in the last year of his contract, right? We got Kilvio Veras, Andy Pettitte, good. Jeter, good. Ekstrom, good. Yeah, he needs to be renewed. Manram, good. Griffey, good. Vladdy, good. All right, so here's where we rank. Catcher, we're 13th. Closing pitcher, we're 16th because that's if Trevor goes. First base, we're 14th. Relief pitching, we're 20th. So I think we need to get think we need to lock in a relief pitcher here on the big board. So let's see what we got here. Top 150 free agents. Let's go right to relief pitchers. Got Gabe White, Doug Brocail, Mike Timlin, Matt Manti, John Johnstone, who pitched for the Giants, Antonio Osuna, Crabtree, Bautista, Embry. Who's the best, though? Age, Manti, Sullivan, Wasden. I think we can do this. How about Arthur Rhodes? I love Arthur Rhodes. He was great. Let's see who else is out there. Free agency. So here's your top 10 free agents. Here's your top 10 free agents right now. Okay. There's a good closer. Did I see a good closer? Or is there a good closer? Is that what you're asking me? Let's see. So Billy Wagner, and he wants 12.2 mil. So Trevor is asking for 7.8. Originally, he wanted like $25 million, right? We ain't getting that shit, and he realizes that. So there's some good ones out there. Got Billy Wagner, Keith Folk, Trevor, Ugueth. Now, Ugueth Urbina was a Montreal Expo. We had him, and we let him go. He pitched 4 seasons or 2 seasons with us. He was on that original roster, and we let him go. We got Roberto Hernandez, Bob Wickman, Rick Aguilera. Holy shit! How old is he supposed to be? 41. Suck that. How about John Wetland? He's 36. He's toast. Olson, Franco. Yeah, these guys are old. Aaron Sheffer, Billy Taylor. These are all garbage guys. All right, so here's what we got. We need to either sign Trevor to a 1-year deal, 7.8 mil, or go after somebody else. So Billy Wagner's 31. Last year he had 51 saves. His ERA was up there in 68 innings. All right. Trevor pitched 66 innings, had a 2.97 ERA, and had 48 saves. So Keith Folk he had nothing. He had 91 innings pitched, but pitched mainly out of the bullpen. So he didn't really do too much closing last year. So I think really who we're looking at, is either Billy Wagner or Trevor Hoffman. Or we bring Ugath back to the club. Ugath is asking for 1 year at 4.5. So the main thing is either, no matter how this works, one of these closers, they're only going to pitch maybe a year or two. So now that Trevor's only asking for 7.8, do we make him an offer on 7.8? Right? I don't know. I mean, he wasn't awful. He wasn't great, but he wasn't awful. Okay. Starting pitchers out there, I don't know. I don't think we can afford 28 mil for Greg Maddux. Carpenter wants 24.7. Millwood, yeah, he wants 6 years of 22.5. So you think we get Billy and call the rookie closer up? Okay, there you go. So Billy Wagner, we're gonna make him an offer. All right, we're gonna talk to him. That's the way that this works. So Billy, is he interested right now? Oh, we got to set our team needs. So we want what is he? He's a left-handed pitcher. So we want to go for left-handed pitcher. We want to go power. Okay, it's bumping him up. See how it's bumping him up? Javi Lopez for catcher? Who's our catcher right now? Jason Varitek. Yeah, if you could have Javi Lopez or Jason Varitek, who would you want? But I don't know if we have the money. That's the thing. Do we have one more slot? Okay, so we only get 2. Okay, so we're going to talk to Billy Wagner here in week number 1. We got 16 weeks to do this. We're going to talk to Billy Wagner. All right. Javi wants $22.3 million for 2 years. He is a 96 overall, huh? That is crazy, kid. That is crazy. Who else we got? Catchers. We could use a catcher. Javi is a 96. Look at then it just drops straight down to an 81. Let's see what he wants. 2 years, so that would keep him until he's 34. It doesn't hurt to entertain it, right? Okay. We'll throw him right there. And then what else? We said we needed we're looking at a closer. We're looking at a catcher. We need a good reliever or a first baseman. JT's just not cutting it, I guess. He's 14th. Love to bring that number down to about 10 or 11. Let's go to first baseman. Tino is open. Ooh, 35 years old. He's kind of old. Brad Fulmer, 28 years. You like Tino, huh? Yeah, look at both of you say Tino. What about Fred McGriff? He's 39. What did he do last year? He hit 14 home runs. Will Clark. Will Clark hit 12 home runs. How about Mark Grace? Did we sign him back? Did we bring him? Oh, shit, man. He hit 306 last year, but is he? We need a starter. Oh, Mark McGuire. 23 dinges. The number one free agent first baseman is Tino. Holy monkeys. We'd have the whole Yankee team, guys. We'd have the freaking whole Yankee. So this is what it would be. If we got Tino, you'd have Tino at first, Kilvio at second, Derek at short, right? Third base is kind of weak. Now, we've got JT Snow at first. Our third base is kind of weak, except for, unless we just stick with Ekstrom. So here we go. We're gonna throw that out there, and we'll see what Tino says. So closer, catcher, and we have $85 million to spend. And if we got all three of those dudes, that would be $52 million. And we still have to re-sign some dudes. So nobody has signed yet. Okay. So here we go. Locking in those changes. Now we got to do our contracts too. So Ekstrom, he's renewable. Let's just go in order by this shit. This takes a while. This takes a while. Alfonso, you're renewed. Thank you. Willis Robbins. Okay, Willis Robbins will renew his contract. Ryan Ramirez will renew his contract. Hamilton Porter will renew his. That way we don't have to do all the frickin' negotiation shit. Oh, Eloy Sanguian. Sorry, guys. This is the part that takes forever. Ryan Zarco. So all these minor league guys. Oh, I'm not renewing Eric Hinsky. Yeah, okay, why not? Robert Ekstrom. So we got to renew Robert Ekstrom, right? Got to. Let's see what he wants. He wants 780. You know what? I'm going to bump him up. You get a little raise here, kid. So we gave him a little raise. Let's see if that changes things for him. DeAndre, we're going to... Hell no. All right. Shortstops. So this is tough. So because we have 3 B potential shortstops. Howie Baroa, he's played, so we're going to renew him. Easy. Ramon Irizarry. These are all guys we can trade, right? This guy's not getting renewed. 32 years old. Sorry. Sorry, pal. See, I told you, man, this is the frickin' this part takes forever. Kareem Hawkins, he gets renewed. Tommy Timmons, he gets renewed. Kerry Robinson. Yeah, sorry, you're over the age of 25 and you're not getting any better. Ed Marquez, 22 years old, improving. Brian Simmons, 29. He's gone. Mark Sagmoin, 32 years old. You suck. Mike Colangelo, you suck. Goodbye. Okay, so Ekstrom signed. Alfonso signed. Eloy signed. Who else did we not sign here? Oh, I skipped through the pitchers. Oh. See, this is the kind of stuff I usually do when I'm just sitting here. See, this is where you guys get me talking about other stuff. Ah. I got so many pitchers, man. We're almost there. We're almost there. We're almost there. See, and once they're renewed, then we could start making some frickin' trades and shit. Beautiful. Oh, how many of these guys are there? Holy shnikes. There's so many. Florida Heat or Palm Springs Heat, which is worse? Oh, kid, man. I'm going to have to say, well, I've been through both. I didn't live in Florida, but I'd say Florida. I don't know. You ever been to Connecticut in the middle of frickin' July? Holy shit. Especially when you don't have air conditioning in the house. That's brutal. Got real used to sitting in front of fans. They need to fix this on this game, so you don't have to do this. I mean, I could just let the machine do it, but then you end up with like a whole boatload of people that, or like you end up with nobody, or you end up with crap. You do end up with a lot of crap too. Okay, all these guys I'm letting go. Okay, good. Now we're good. Select my 40-man roster. Oh, that way these guys don't go to the Rule 5 draft. Yeah, we don't want any of these guys going to the Rule 5 draft. He stays. He goes, yeah, he's got to go. Brian Hebson, okay. Who else is Rule 5 eligible? Lawrence Romero. Yeah, he comes up to the 40-man. Eric Hinsky, I don't give a shit. They could pick him up. Thomas De La Rosa or Henry Mateo. Those guys can go in the Rule 5 draft if they want. Kareem Hawkins, we hold on to him. Kerry Robinson. Yeah, they could take him too. Brian Simmons, Peter Bergeron, they can go. Yeah, these guys can go. So who do we have that's Rule 5 eligible? Nobody. Okay, so we're good. We're good. I have 33 guys on my 40-man roster. Oh. I'm telling you, man, this is the worst part of this game. Having to do all this shit. This is not my shit. This is not what I like to do. He's not on there? Oh, he is now. Good call, kid. All right. See, that's why I need your help. Okay, who's eligible here? Booker House? No, he's got to go on the 40-man. Ramon Morel, he can go. Aaron Cook. Shit, yeah. I hope somebody picks him up in the damn Rule 5 draft. For his big old fat contract. Yeah, take it. Christian Parker, Hal Blitzel, Mattis, Phelps, Smart. Bunch of D potentials, so I'm not too worried about them. Relief pitchers. Scott Shields. We already got him in the Rule 5 draft. No, I don't want to. Oh, that's 40-man. Let's see. Strickland. Yeah, he can go. These guys can all go. I don't care. What do we got for 40 man? 35. So we need 5 more guys to stay. No catchers. Oh, Ike Diggs. Oh. All right, Eric, you can stay. Kerry Robinson can stay. We're at 36, 37, so I need 3 more guys. Oh, my God. All right, Aaron Cook. You know what? I'm going to trade you anyway, but we won't make you eligible for the Rule 5 draft. Scott Strickland. That's 37, 38. Brad Cornett. Sucker. Brad Cornett. Okay, so a couple of these shitty guys have to stay. Brian Hebson, yeah, I'll hold on to you. I don't really know why. And Kenny Steenstra. Oh, we have a full 40 man. I can't do math. There we do. 31. Okay. Beautiful. Arbitration. Okay, AGM and JGM. I have no freaking clue what arbitration is. It tries to explain it to me every time. I don't know. It's like we give them an offer, they throw us an offer, and somebody decides for us what's good. All right. So everyone has a contract. We're all dialed in. Let's go to free agency and see what happened here. We signed all the people we wanted to, right? Okay. Oh, Bobby Hens. He needs arbitration. Jordan. All right. Oh, we got to get Trey Moore. We got to get Trey Moore in arbitration, right? Let's see. Who needs arbitration? If a club and player cannot agree on a new contract, each side can submit a salary figure to arbitrate. Whatever, dude. I don't know. But I got to tell you, I am beat. I am beat. It is 9:30. I've been doing this for 2.5 hours. We are through 2002. We're here in the off season. We're going to get some arbitration, and I'm going to do this again tomorrow night for maybe an hour. We're going to build this team. I just need to get a little bit of a rest. So anyway, exciting episode. Got our team into the National League Championship Series, took it all the way to the final out in Game 7, and here we are at a good point. Okay. Trevor Hoffman, we're going to make a decision whether or not we fill his position or sign him. Probably try to trade Ken Griffey Jr. It's going to be a busy off season. So if you're around tomorrow night, you're watching me right now, jump on in. I'll be on. We'll say 7:30. We'll try to go for about an hour. See if we can't build this team up. Get ready for next Monday to start the 2003 season. A lot of fun tonight talking about what ifs in sports. So if you watch this on the replay, throw some comments up on the board. I'd love to know. Keep an eye open for some shorts. I've been posting a lot of shorts as well, especially with regards to the golf tournament this weekend. Really exciting thing to happen with that whole ruling. And but other than that, though, as always, we're getting ready to get out of here. Make sure you take care of yourself, those around you, and everybody else. Keep everybody happy. Keep yourself happy. Until next time, everyone have a great week. And I will see you. Well, I'll talk to some of you tomorrow, but I'll see you next Monday right here inside the cave for another episode of Montreal Monday.